So the coolant is often also the moderator. So in the light water reactor, pressurized water reactor, actually the water itself will slow down or scatter the neutrons. Then that can also be used as the coolant. And the coolant is how we get heat out of the reactor. So heat energy out of the reactor to somewhere where we can usefully use it. So we need to get the heat out of the reactor. So this area, we've got the control rods at the top. We've got the control rods at the top, and then in here we've got the core, and that's getting very, very hot. So what would you would have? You would have a pressurized water system going around. This thing is just a pump. That's a pressurizer, just to keep the pressure up. And you have water flowing around here, which will cool the reactor down, but also allow the heat energy, the hot water, will take the heat energy out and into this area. Now here you have the what's called the steam generator, and it's also known as a heat exchanger. So steam generator, and it's a heat exchanger. And notice that's within the containment structure. So if anything goes wrong with this, it ruptured or exploded, then it would leak into the containment structure. So these are closed systems. This hot water stays in the reactor. This water is heated by the heat from the water of the reactor, but they never mix. So you have water being heated here and turning into steam. So this would be the boiler in a conventional coal-fired power station where we use heat to turn water into steam. Steam goes along here to the turbine. Then the turbine drives the generator. The generator produces the electricity, which actually there'll be a transformer in here, but then goes off to the national grid and to wherever else it's going. This system, which I didn't finish drawing, is effectively just a way of recycling the water. So the cooling towers that you see from power stations, such as the one out at Ferry Bridge, not too far away from here, that is just a way of ensuring that the water gets recycled and cooled. So you allow the water to be recycled and cooled. So you have a third water system cooling the water down so it condenses back into liquid water, and then you can boil it again to be steam. You need liquid water within this system as well as pressurized water so that you get a pressure difference, because it's the pressure difference that will allow the steam to be driven quickly through the turbine, which will allow that to spin. So you need that pressure difference to be there. So you've got a number of different water systems. Now, lots of this may seem fairly complex, but really you just need to understand about the control rods, about the moderator, about the coolant. The idea that we use so we're using nuclear energy as a store to then release heat energy again as a store, which then we then convert into kinetic energy in the turbine, and then that kinetic energy drives the generator, and that generator allows the production of a generation of electricity.